Better go now. Good job. All right, let's go for a walk. Good morning. Today we are on our walk. We're doing another episode of like walking and talking, but we are actually talking about training a specific thing. I'm kind of behind on my videos, so I'm actually recording this morning, and sorry if I look tired or disheveled. I did just wake up. So it's like 7:45, so I have 2 hours to hopefully film this video as I walk, get home, edit, and upload it. So we'll see if it happens. It might be a little late, but I'm gonna do this short video. I've been doing lots of orders, so I'm a little behind. I need to, hopefully now that all my orders are done this week, catch up, because I try to keep a couple months in advance on my videos. But I love doing like more put together training videos, but I figured maybe I should just do it in a walking and talking video like this one is. Show it to you so you have the information, we can talk about it. I can answer some questions down in the comments if you have any, and that way I have some feedback before I go ahead and do my more professional put together video. Those take a lot longer because I usually do lots of B-rolls, set up situations, stuff like that. So that's definitely what I want to do, but I think maybe there'll be pre-videos like this. Anyway, so to this video, we're going to be talking about teaching your dog to potty on command. And I have 2 clips already because Elsa decided to go potty. Usually she'll go once when we start, and then she decided to give me the side eye that I will talk about later. So I'm glad I got it. I think I got a good representation of it. But yeah. So, teaching your dog to go potty on command, first time you said it, within 3 seconds of you saying it. Very important for a service dog. Very, very important. So the first step of this obviously is best done when you're first potty training your puppy, but you can go ahead and restart this and do this with your adult dog. But what you're gonna do is basically potty training stuff, start in the backyard, and sit. Just take them out on leash. You do not want them like running around sniffing. And just for like 2 weeks, actually just watch them and see what they do before they go potty. Are they sniffing a lot? Do they spin around circles? Like, what is their body language say that they need to go? So just like observe them for a couple weeks so you know what they're doing. And then you're going to go ahead and start adding the potty word right before they like squat. All right, so for me it's better go now, could be get busy, potty. Some people teach a word for pee and a word for poo. I just use the same word, but I use better go now. That's what I use. You can get busy, a lot of different potty words. You could just say a random word like chicken, I don't know, banana. Whatever you want, just as long as you're consistent. And what that's going to do, you're going to do that for a couple weeks right before you know they're going. Just say it once. We don't want to repeat it. And let me put this away. And then you're just going to go ahead and do that for a couple weeks. And then once they're kind of doing that, you want to praise them a little bit. We don't want to use treats for this because they can actually learn to half go. We also don't want to praise them as they're going because that could interrupt them, and then they're learning just to go a little bit, and we want them to fully empty their bladder. And really, for them, emptying their bladder is relief enough. Sorry, I'm using my phone, so I'm trying not to look at the screen, look at the camera. But the relief of them emptying their bladder should be reward enough. You're just really pairing your voice with it. It's kind of like if you have trouble going to the bathroom and someone does running water, it kind of reminds you of you going because running water, so it helps you to go. So that essentially is what we're creating at the beginning. And then it's really a word that, hey, you need to go now, especially with service dogs because they're not able to go all the time. They're able to go only in certain areas. So that word is kind of like, hey, you need to go here, this is where you can go. and because you don't know when they can go next. So anyway, start in the backyard, observing your dog for a couple weeks, then introducing a word. Then you can start doing it on walks. So that's kind of what I'm going to go over today. At my neighborhood, we have these little pet waste centers, which are really nice. I know not everyone has access to them, but usually on your daily walk, there'll be some areas where you like to let your dog go to the bathroom. I don't let my dog sniff the whole time. We can do sniff walks, so more free roaming, whatever, that's fine, but you do need to do more structured walks to teach this command. So, basically I have 2 areas picked. I have 2 of these along my walk area. And of course she went potty on the other one that is acceptable, I guess. And then in front of my house. So if I know she needs to go, like in my little clip where she had to go number 2, that's one of the things, you gotta know the signs that she needs to go, and then you want to be able to release her and say, okay, now let's go. And then you want to kind of, that you're getting that and you're not quite in a good area to go. And usually dogs will kind of like pick up on what you want them to go on. So if it's bark or whatever, although you want to vary these surfaces so that they can go on anything. So if you say, I've had to do it a couple of times on concrete, like just I was in a cement building, a hotel, gosh, I'm tired. And I was up on the way up floor and I knew she needed to go to the bathroom, so we took the elevator down to like the pool area, and I knew there was like little planters around the pool. I was just gonna make her go in those. Fortunately those were closed off, so what I had to do was find this corner on the cement patio just outside the pool, and there was a drain there, and I told her right there, just go, and she did pretty much get right in the drain. Not my first choice, but it does happen, and it's better than going in the carpet in the hotel. So, as we're trying to get down another 5 stories, it was a big hotel. So anyway, so when you come upon, an area you want them to go, you're basically just gonna say, okay, better go now. Say it once, and now she's not gonna go, so she's probably gonna sniff a couple times, and do you need to go? And then we're just gonna keep going. So I'm not going to sit there forever. I'm not gonna let her sniff a lot, because I started with her as a puppy. She'll probably sniff a little bit if I say better go now, and then she'll kind of like stop, and I'll be like, okay, let's go. So it's almost like she tries, excuse me, but she doesn't have to go, so she's like, okay, I don't really need to go. If you're retraining an older dog, these new terms, I guess you could say, you're probably not going to be as lucky with that. That's something you're gonna have to struggle with a little bit until they get it, that we're not going to be, this is not a sniff break, we're not sniffing forever. So what you can do is you can count. So you give them a few seconds. Now, if you do this already, you know that they wait till the last second. So that means, don't give them 5-10 seconds. Give them like a 3. I think 3 is a good, 5's being generous. So sometimes I'll give my dog 5, not tell her I'm giving her 5. But sometimes I'll give her 5 if I know like she needs to go now. Like I gave her extra time before I hopped on an airplane. I gave her extra time if I knew she hasn't gone in a while and we're at Disneyland. All right, so there are some times you have to use your own judgment, give them some extra times, but take as many times as you can to give them the learning experience of, hey, nope, we're not doing Sniff Fest, come on. And then go to the next, find another one a little down the road, and maybe then they'll be like, okay, I need to go. So I'm like, okay, go. And then, reward, or they'll reward themselves. But yeah, so pick your spots. Don't let them sniff the whole walk. You can do sniff walks. Sniff walks are good for dogs to use their nose. It's really engaging for them. But there should be some walks when they're not sniffing all the time and not peeing on everything. Don't let your dog, service dog, mark everything. Correct that. Marking is really a habit. Yes, it's natural or whatever, but it becomes a habit, and they're just peeing on everything. That is not a good thing for a service dog. They are in areas where, I'm sorry, I'm making this camera way too shaky, but they're in areas where they can't be peeing on stuff. So don't encourage marking. That's one of the reasons I teach a potty word is you go when I want you to go. And if they just mark, that's fine, as long as you told them that it's okay to go there. But don't encourage marking. So if they're saying, so if come on brain, if say I don't know if that was a mark or she needed to go, but I didn't tell her to go, so I corrected her for it. Look at her body language. She could wait a little bit longer. Where was I? Oh my gosh. Marking. Okay, so sometimes, say you're on a walk and you pass another dog. All right, and then they all of a sudden need to go. That's a marking behavior. So I correct that. So if we just pass a dog, she's not allowed to go to the bathroom. I think she does need to go to the bathroom. We'll go right here. So she's kind of giving me signs. She's kind of walking funny. Her tail's kind of up, if you could see that. So what I'm gonna say is just, all right, go potty, or better go now. And then there she goes. And I'm gonna have to pause that so I can pick that up. Okay, so now to pick that up. Usually she doesn't go twice. I'm not sure why she went twice, but sometimes she does. So this is another reason to make sure you are feeding your dog on a schedule. You'll kind of know when they need to go number 2 and stuff. It helps a lot when traveling, how far after they eat do they need to go, how early in the morning they need to go, and how many times, because some dogs I know that do like dog sports, they get really excited for dog sports. When they get to like, to do agility field, their owner has to walk them around, make sure they go like at least 3 times, because they're so excited. They kind of makes their bowels move, I guess. It's weird. Anyway, so you gotta know that about your dog. So really be vigilant about that, what your dog's eating, how much they're eating, when they need to go after, so that you can give them appropriate places to go. Pay attention to that while you're at home, where it doesn't really matter. That way, when you're out traveling and having fun with your service dog and being independent, you know when your dog needs to go, which just makes the whole thing more easier. I've done a little bit of traveling. I've gone to there we go, summer camps and stuff like that. So I'm a very active person, which is why I have a Border Collie service dog. So yeah, so this is our other little poop station over here. So I'll be able to throw this away, and usually I'll let her go over here. And this is kind of nice because it's rock over here on this one. So it's a different surface she gets used to. If you always potty your dog on grass, you're going to basically spoil them. I don't need bags. Better go now. Three, 2, 1, let's go. And then I pull them off. If you count out loud, your dog's gonna catch onto it. So it's best to count in your head, because it will actually tune their internal clock. And you gotta be consistent with it. You gotta be, okay, we're not here to sniff. Take them off, go a little bit more, and then if they really need to go, like they're showing signs like they did back there, she did back there, stop pulling. Then you could pull off again, say, better go now. Then they go. Good job. You just paired the word. You just man, my brain's not working this morning. You just reinforced. You just reinforced the command there. And so, yeah, a lot of teaching your dog to potty on command, so quick like that, is reinforcing behaviors, is basically lifestyle. Not letting them go whenever they want, because they're going to go whenever they want. So basically that's what it is. So if you see any of our Disney videos, I try not to put a lot of it on there because who wants to watch a dog pooping? But I've been out with other teams and they'll let them out in the park, little areas to go potty. And it's good to have, especially when dogs are young, to do that, to let them kind of bounce around. They usually take them off leash and let them bounce around and stuff a little bit. And that's good mentally for puppies. But never underestimate the quick potty because they do need it. So I don't even like step inside generally. I'll open the gate, I'll say go potty, she goes right there. She comes out, it takes like 2 seconds. It's great for when you're with other people that are not service dog people. They don't understand that, you know, you need a 5-minute potty break for your dog when it takes 2 seconds. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of pros. I don't personally see a lot of cons to it. Let them have time to go free. I usually put that on command. I say go free. That means go do wherever you want. You can pee wherever you want. That's fine. I generally still will mark or will correct marking. I don't like marking. I don't think it's appropriate. But to each their own. If you disagree with me, you can put that in the comments as to why. But if you're just going to bash me saying that I don't like dogs marking, then this is not bashing. This is not a bashing channel. This is a discussion. If you want to have a discussion, put some points in for you. That's totally cool. I'm sure other people that are watching this video would love to hear them. Both sides, you gotta listen to both sides of the story and then make your decision. So anyway, my point is correct marking pretty much all the time. So, but that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to having your dog potty on command. My gosh, I'm getting so tongue twisted. But it's really consistency. Consistency is key in all dog training, especially in this one. And yeah, so we do practice walks like this. And then, start out in the backyard, watch your dog, preferably put them on a leash, helps them not run around and play forever. If your dog is a puppy or having trouble making them go, outside, like you're still on potty training, then put them on leash. Make it strict. If you know they need to go and they're just out there trying to chase leaves, which puppies do, I mean, that's fine. Make sure they go potty first. Potty first, then go chase leaves. Otherwise, if you don't potty and you know they need to potty because you have them on a schedule, put them inside, put them on the crate for 15 minutes. I don't care if they whine or howl or whatever. Put some earplugs in, put some music on, then take them back outside, let them go potty. They go potty, then they're done. They're free. So that's what crates are used for in potty training. And so they typically will not go in the crate because it's appropriately sized. So anyway, I know my eyes have been all over the place. The sun has been crazy and I'm really tired looking. But I hope this information helped you. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you like this video and looking forward to the real put together training video of this, do give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed already, do hit the subscribe button. And thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!